So apparently gamers are not supposed to be happy when a game fails, and Tyler Wilde is very upset at us, of course. And he says Concord's low turnout has led to the usual jubilation over the prospect of seeing a big game fail. No, it's because they've been warned. This is not some surprise. Oh no, this is shocking. How could this game fail? No, they've been warned continuously. From the trailers they've launched, from the open beta, people have told them this game doesn't stand a chance. And yet, they launched at a $40 price point when they have to compete with Overwatch. Look at the number of Overwatch. 41 minutes ago, 40,844 concurrent players. If you check Concord, 106. Yeah, that is it all. But let's see what he says. Of course, he says here, and this caught my eye, the jubilation over Concord's low turnout, it apparently cracked the top 50 bestsellers on the PS Store over the weekend, which I can't confirm, but I have a PS5 and I've seen no advertisement for the game over there. Even when you go to releases and whatnot, you can't really see any advertisement for it on the PS Store. So either people are trying it out of curiosity, or it's been a really bad weekend for the PS Store, obviously. But continuing, he says, derives to some degree from an I told you so sense of justice, the idea that out of touch, which is true. Who took the decision to release a completely generic, by the number hero shooter for a price tag when your characters are quite fairly ugly? Look at Overwatch, look at Valorant, their characters pop. Overwatch, it has a more unsavory community, to put it lightly, that have made content out of their heroes, and you know what I mean. But the thing is, all their characters, even the newer one, which have been basically made with diversity in their mind, they look unique and they look actually good. So it's a big difference there. And yes, they are out of touch, because whoever thought you can launch a generic, by the number hero shooter for a price tag in 2024 when they have to compete with Overwatch 2 and Valorant was, quite frankly, a moron. Creatively bankrupt executives are cynically chasing trends. Yes, they are. And the rest of us would have had the common sense to avoid releasing a Concord, a Marvel's Avengers, a sloppy Squad, a Gotham Knights, or the perplexing Golem game. Yes, we would have. Because guess what? We play video games. We are the demographic that knows the best what we are supposed to enjoy. And these devs, I don't know if they had any input, but they should have known better. Especially since they are from Bungie and they know the drop-offs that Destiny and Destiny 2 have felt. They should have had experience. And yeah, they say about no monetization, no free-to-play monetization and whatnot. Well, it doesn't matter. Just because a game doesn't have the monetization, the vicious monetization that free-to-play game have, doesn't make it a good game. It just doesn't. Yeah, I appreciate the fact that it's not the battle pass and whatnot BS in the game, as far as I know. But that doesn't make it a good game. And then he goes to complain about the grave dancing is that it feels like a victory over FOMO, which it is, because he goes to say here about the social aspect of it. So, because the truth is, most of the people that are interested in hero shooters and MOBAs or battle royale games, they already have a game that they've been playing for a while, and they've already have a social group dedicated around that, people whom they play with. And it's not as easy as I can go to one of my mates and tell them, oh, let's try Concord, and ask him to pay 40 quid for it or $40. It's just not feasible. It's a different thing when I can say to my mate, oh, let's get Overwatch, it's free. Do you see how these two concepts are completely different? Yes, Concord might come from a big studio. It might have some decent trailers, but at the end of the day, it's $40 for a generic game that a few weeks after launch is already in maintenance mode when it comes to the concurrent population. It's just that simple. And I don't understand why this guy is bringing out the violin and complaining about people being vicious and enjoying the fact that a game is failing. Yeah, we know are we enjoying, because at some point the studios need to listen to the consumers. The consumer is the ultimate judge, because if gamers don't buy your game, you're gonna lose money. And at some point you need to listen to what gamers want. It's that simple. Alright, so he goes to complain about the numbers and the price tag, and comparing them to Helldivers. Yeah, so listen to this. This comparison is absolutely bullshit. Helldivers 2 is a very unique niche game that came in a market when they didn't really have a rival. There isn't that many player versus enemy games are there, a lot of co-ops to that level, and that made the game very fun and it appealed to a lot of people. But there is plenty of hero shooters out there that have been established for more than half a decade. So you can't expect for you to just pop in, ask for some money, and dislodge the population from those games to your games. Because when you are developing a game, you must look at your competition. You must look at your competition and ask yourself, what do I bring to the table to get the people that are playing Overwatch, that are playing Valorant, to play my game? Especially when I'm asking $40 for it. And Helldivers, yeah, it costed $40, but Helldivers was kinda unique. It had its own niche. So it captured more casual people as well as hardcore fans of the shooter genre, because it offered a unique experience, and that's very important. But this guy is completely dancing around the problem, making it seem that we gamers are so despicable for hating on a game that we've clearly told the developers that's gonna fail. People didn't even want to play the game's beta. So that says it all. When you have an open beta and people don't want to play it, well, he keeps on rambling and talking about the turnaround that the game might have. It won't. This game was dumped to get rid of it, and it will die fairly soon, unless it goes to free to play, which might be able to save it, might or might not. Then he goes to end. Either way, the reflex to cheer for Concord's failure as if it's deserved, which it is, only produces resentment and misunderstanding, creating an environment where everything is deemed obvious and real analysis is drowned out in favor of shareable quips, surface-level observations, and hyperbole. They are not the ugliest character designs you've ever seen. Reddit, get a grip. Yes, they are. And you might like them, Tyler, and that's perfectly fine. I have no issues with you loving the character designs. I personally don't like them. And here is how averages work. You are right in your opinion that you like the characters and they're not the ugliest character designs you've ever seen. I accept that, but I'm on the side of the majority people that think that they're the ugliest designs that we've seen in a hero shooter, and that's simple. It's the average. The majority is right. That's how it is. You can understand why this is a more comfortable rhetorical lane than reckoning with the more complex reality of a volatile gaming landscape where quality is not the sole predictor of success, where multi-billion-dollar institutions like Sony often struggle to be heard, where it's difficult to make predictions, and where it often feels like years of work can be swept away by small miscalculation and rapid changes in taste. No, the taste hasn't changed. Concord is a very low effort. It is. It's incredibly generic, and the only thing new that it brings to the table is the intros to the matches. That's it. The time to kill is awful, from what I've seen from other reviewers. Like I said, I haven't played the game, so I can't speak too much on the gameplay. I'm speaking mostly on what I've seen of reviews, trailers, and I've checked the character design. None of this appealed to me, and it appears I'm in the majority when I say that. So Tyler, I respect your opinion, but you trying to take this stance that we are all somehow bad people because we dislike a game made by a corporation, go touch grass, my man. Because Black Myth Wukong, Baldur's Gate, Elden Ring, these are games that have come from relatively small studios and they've made bank. Why? Because they offered an experience that the people want. So I do respect your opinion, but we should be able to call this out. We should be able to rub it in the face of studios and tell them that they messed up, because maybe one day they will listen to us and we can make the gaming landscape better. Because us gamers, we want to be buying games. We want to be enjoying worlds for hundreds of hours, but what we don't want is low effort, ugly design games like Concord. That's it. That's my 2 cents on this article. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I wish you all a lovely evening. See ya.